Hi, this is Laura Wilson from Course Catalyst, and I wanted to show you some basic gamification techniques as found in the Xperiencify course portal. So, if you've played any traditional board games, one of the things that you know is that games have an end goal and they have rules for how you get there. And so, some of the maybe a little more subtle elements of Xperiencify in the default setup for your student homepage has those things actually embedded because they're things that make people want to continue, persist, stay motivated, and achieve. And that really starts with having a specific mission or end state. So if you are playing a game, you need to know exactly when it is that you've won and what you have to do to win. And so that's the first thing that we create on the homepage for a student. So in this case, this is my planning a transformational course workshop. And my mission is that in the next 7 days, they're going to create a learning path that's going to help their course and help their students be more successful. So there is a clear outcome. In 7 days, you create a learning path. I also really like the feature up here where there is a countdown. If you were an actual student, you would see that you have 7 days, and every day that you log in, you will see how much time you have left in that container. Now, nothing bad happens if you don't finish it in 7 days, but you need to set a goal of some variety. So, the next thing that we have after the end state and the goal is some intermediate goals. Now, we find that it's really motivating to people to experience making a choice to have the goal that they want. So, within the overarching mission, they can set goals to do a small thing, a medium thing, or a big thing. So, we call these minimum target and stretch goals. So, it could be that you just watch the trainings and hey, if you got information from my workshop, yay you, and it'll influence the way you do things in the future. If you created your new learning path, that's the target goal. That's great. And in Xperiencify, when you check things off as being done, you do get a nice little visual cue and auditory cue there if you want them. You can also turn off the auditory cues if you have people who are sensitive to auditory overload. And then I have a stretch goal, which is to create a whole new course with the learning path. So if you have lots of time and maybe a team and you're really motivated and are going to like dig in and do this, you can check that you want to have a stretch goal that's really quite a lot. You'd be kind of amazed if you got that done with here. And so those are the things that we've done so far. You have a mission, you have goals. So you've created this container for what's supposed to happen in this course. It's really specific, if you've achieved it. And now the first thing that we want to do is to give people early, easy wins. And if you've played more video games, what you want is for the level of challenge to be easy at the beginning and then escalate to be harder and harder as people get the hang of things, as they feel more comfortable. So we create easy goals at the very beginning, and we try to really avoid anything that's going to be particularly difficult in the very beginning. And so once they take these, quick, easy wins, they check them off, get that little confirmation like, yay, you did it. And then they can start into the actual course content after that. So those are just a few ways that Xperiencify builds good game learning theory, or you might even think of it as human motivational design into the course experience so that students, from the moment they first log into the course, they are getting focused on what it is they want to do. They are owning their own personal goals. They are choosing to commit themselves to doing these things, and they have some early, easy wins before they start in the material. So I would love to have your feedback. Please go ahead and make comments underneath.